Take a moment to look around you. Everything you see has length. The pencil you're holding, the book resting on your desk, even the classroom you're sitting in, all of these have a measurable length. Think about the road you travel to get to school each day. Each of these examples shows that length is a part of our everyday lives, whether we notice it or not. But what does length really mean, and why is it so important for us to understand how to measure it accurately? Let's explore this fundamental concept together. Length is simply the distance between 2 points. Imagine your pencil, its length is the space from its tip to its eraser. Or picture your classroom, the length is the distance from the front wall to the back wall. Even your journey to school can be described by its length, the distance from your home's gate to your school's entrance. In scientific terms, length tells us how much space exists between two defined positions. It's a one-dimensional measurement, meaning we only care about how far apart things are, not how wide or tall they might be. Let's look at some everyday examples to make this clearer. The length of your pencil is easy to see, but what about the length of your desk or the hallway at school? Even the path you walk from your house to the bus stop can be measured. These examples show that length is not just a scientific idea, it's something we use all the time, often without thinking about it. Recognizing length in our daily lives helps us understand why measuring it accurately is so important. Across the world, the standard unit for measuring length is the meter. This makes it easy for people everywhere to understand and compare measurements, but we don't always use meters for everything. For tiny things like the thickness of pencil lead, we use millimeters. For everyday objects like a pen, we use centimeters. For larger things like a door or room, we use meters. And for long distances like the road to school, we use kilometers. We need to measure something really small like the thickness of a pencil lead, we use millimeters. 1 millimeter is very tiny, about the width of a thin wire. This unit is perfect for measuring things that are too small for centimeters or meters. For example, a pencil lead might be just 0.5 millimeters thick. Using the right unit helps us be precise, especially when small differences matter. For things we use every day like pens or notebooks, centimeters are a handy unit. A typical pen is about 15 centimeters long. Centimeters are bigger than millimeters but smaller than meters, making them just right for measuring objects you can hold in your hand. This unit helps us describe the size of things we use all the time, making communication clear and simple. When we measure bigger things like doors or rooms, we use meters. For example, a door is usually about 2 meters high. Meters are a standard unit that works well for things that are too big for centimeters but not quite big enough for kilometers. This makes it easy to describe the size of spaces and objects we interact with every day, from furniture to playgrounds. For really long distances like the road from your home to your school, we use kilometers. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. If your walk to school is 500 meters, that's half a kilometer. Kilometers help us measure journeys, city blocks, and even the distance between towns. Using the right unit for the right distance makes our measurements meaningful and easy to understand. It's important to know how to convert between units. For example, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters, 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. Being able to switch between units helps us compare measurements and solve problems in science, math, and everyday life. Once you know the relationships, converting is quick and easy. Measuring length accurately is a skill. First, align the object starting point with the zero mark on your ruler or tape. Make sure the object is parallel to the scale. Always read the measurement at eye level to avoid mistakes. For curved objects, use a flexible tape or a piece of string that you can straighten out to get the true length. These steps help you avoid errors and get reliable results. Sometimes you need to measure things that aren't straight, like a piece of string or the edge of a curved table. In these cases, a flexible tape measure or a piece of string works best. Lay the tape or string along the curve, then straighten it out to read the length. This method helps you get an accurate measurement, even when the object isn't a straight line. Accurate length measurement is important in many areas of life. Tailors need precise measurements to make clothes that fit well. Doctors track your height to monitor your growth and health. Builders rely on accurate measurements to ensure buildings are safe and stable. Even in sports, fair races depend on correct distances. Getting the measurement right makes a big difference in results and safety. There are many tools for measuring length, each suited to different tasks. Rulers are great for small objects, while tape measures work well for longer distances or curved surfaces. For very large distances, surveyors use special equipment. Choosing the right tool helps you get the most accurate measurement for the job at hand. Length isn't just a classroom topic, it's a key part of science and daily life. Scientists use length to describe the size of cells, planets, and everything in between. Engineers and architects rely on length measurements to design safe structures. Even in cooking, knowing the right length can help with recipes and presentation. Understanding length connects us to the world in practical ways. Sum up, length is a simple but powerful concept. It's the distance between 2 points, and we use it every day, often without realizing it. By understanding how to measure length accurately and choosing the right units, we can solve problems, create things, and make sense of the world around us. Whether you're at home, in school, or out exploring, length is always there, helping you connect with your environment.